Hey, J Hood here for the culture. J Hood here for the culture. Let's go. J Hood here for the culture. Let's go. J Hood here for the culture. What you say? J Hood here for the culture. Okay, let's go. J Hood here for the. Hey. What you say? J Hood here for the culture. Let's go. J Hood here for the culture. Make some noise, y'all, for Jennifer Hudson. The one and the only, the talented.
How y'all doing? We're here for the culture, baby. I love the spirit tunnel. That was amazing.
It was so good. Take a seat. Let's all get comfortable. Hi, CultureCon.
Hey, y'all.
Hold on, let me fix my dress.
That was a lovely surprise. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. CultureCon, how you doing?
How you doing?
Jennifer, it's a full house for you. This is incredible.
Oh, I love it. Thank y'all for coming to see about me and let me look y'all upside the head today. Y'all feeling all right? I feel the love.
Feel the love. I was going to ask you that, but hang on. I want to do a little introduction. Not that you need any introduction, but you have achieved the rare status of EGOT. You are. Yeah.
I put the ring on for y'all today.
You are a Grammy winner. You are a compelling actress. I want more from that. Come on. I saw Dreamgirls. I know you did too. I respect.
Y'all probably too young to know.
What?
Yeah.
We're your dream girls.
Okay. Oh, they woke up now. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't even that's not even the end of it. You're a mother, yes. And now you are an Emmy-nominated daytime talk show host with the Jennifer Hudson Show.
That's crazy. Thank you.
So thank you for joining us today.
So happy to be here. So happy.
And even just saying all of your accomplishments, I mean, you still have so much to do. It's incredible how much you've accomplished.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
It is such a blessing. And I'm curious, in the time from the moment, let's go back, American Idol to now being an Emmy-nominated talk show host, what's one of the biggest lessons you've learned on this journey?
Wow, it's been so many. Nothing is just. And what I mean by that, a lot of times I've heard that one word throughout my career. Oh, you're just doing this. Oh, it's only that. But everything leads you to the next. It's preparation for. Oh, you just placed 7th place on American Idol. You know what I mean? And then It's like, but do you understand the platform that was and the opportunity that was given for me to be seen, to even start my career? And everything you go through helps prepare you for the next. So nothing is just.
Nothing is just. I love that.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah. Now, speaking of American Idol, it must have been a really full circle moment. I recently saw a clip that you had Simon Cowell on the very first episode of the Jennifer Hudson Talk Show, which is so crazy. And then in this recent clip I saw, you just had him back. We're now in four years in. And he said, "It must have been so nerve-wracking." That's what he said. That's how he sounded.
That was so good.
Thank you. "It must have been so nerve-wracking." That's what he sounded like. To do your first ever talk show. And your answer during the show, in that clip, was so eloquent, and you glided right past it. But I'd like to hear more about that. You have had so many firsts in your career and so many nerve-wracking moments. How, especially for the creatives in the audience, how do you navigate those firsts?
Well, I mean, everything is nerve-wracking, but that's passion. If you're not passionate about something, then you're not going to be nervous. So if I'm not nervous, then that's when I get nervous, because if I'm not nervous, I'm going to mess it up. But at the same time, yes, it can be fearful, but my passion is bigger than my fear.
I love
You know what I
that.
mean?
Your passion
So
is bigger than your fear.
I may be afraid, but I'm more excited and passionate about achieving that passion, that goal, that dream. And so that outweighs being fearful.
And I want to talk a little bit more about that because I think fear is so prevalent, especially when you're out there creatively. I mean, it is completely surrounded by putting yourself out there in a way
Yes.
that you could be rejected, you could fail. People might think that you're not all that good, right? And so I just want to hear a little bit more about channeling fear into passion.
Well, see, you just said a lot of things. Like when you are a visionary and you come up with your own goals and dreams, all the time, people laugh when I say things, and I'll be like, but I'm dead serious. You know, but they may laugh because they don't dream as big as you do, or they may doubt it because it's not their vision. It's yours to see it through. So those things doesn't discourage me, but it will happen. And then once you achieve it, they all will hop on the bandwagon in some way. I knew you was gonna do it, or I was there when, and they're gonna wanna be a part of it. So it's like, and my saying to myself to keep me encouraged, because you can get discouraged when you have a vision, a dream, or something new to achieve. You may get discouraged, but I always say, and they'll understand it better by and by. And those are the things that keep me going. My grandmama used to say that, okay? Yes. And it's only because they don't dream as big as you do. So you have the vision, and eventually once you put it to fruition, they'll understand it, but it don't matter because it's your dream.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Thank you for that. I love
Welcome.
that. Really quick, Chi-Town in the house. I hear
That's
that
any
accent. Any
I know
Chicago
some
people here
Chi-Town
too?
in the house. Okay. All right.
So I'm curious, you're from Chicago.
Yes, I am.
Tell me a little bit about how that has shaped you as an artist, as a person, and then how that's helped lead you through the industry.
In every way. Well, I feel like the strongest way is that's home. And everything within me that I do comes from a real place, whether it's singing, it's acting, all of that. And within your art and your craft, like, you have to be in tune with yourself. And Chicago keeps my feet planted, I think, on the ground, keeps me normal and sane no matter what I go off and do. That is the base. So I'm saying that to say it's like it allows me to be able to tap back into my foundation and who I am, which is the premise of all of this. You know what I mean? And that's why it's still home. A lot of people think I don't live in Chicago. I do. I just left Chicago. That's where I'm coming from, Chicago, okay?
You just got here.
All the places in the world I get to go, the main place, they say, where you want to go? Chicago. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That is my base, and that is my home, and that is what keeps me grounded so that I can be able to take my craft into the world in an honest way. Because what comes from the heart reaches the heart, and everything I do, it's stimulated.
And that
from
really
the heart.
shows. You're so
Thank you.
authentic to who
Thank
you
you.
are in everything that you do. It's been such an honor to
Thank
watch
you.
your career, and I know
That's
that everybody
Chicago.
feels like that in the
That's
room.
the Chicago way.
Yeah.
I give Chicago that credit.
You have never sacrificed who you are to be in the spotlight.
Thank you.
And that's an incredible triumph.
Thank you
That's
for
so
that.
cool. I didn't even ask you. So one thing that you ask on the Jennifer Hudson show, the first thing you ask is, do you feel the love?
I mean, y'all gave me a whole spirit tunnel. How could I not feel the love? And look at all you guys in here. I feel the love. As soon as I hit the building, I felt the love. Okay, so thank you guys for being here, first of all.
So you have really been intentional about structuring your show around, you call it the happy place, around love. You've been so intentional about that. Tell me a little bit more about, because you could have gone so many different directions with your show.
Yeah, well, that's the main reason why I wanted the show, is so I could have a platform to highlight others. I've been blessed to do everything that I've dreamt of doing. And it's like, well, why not have a platform to give others that opportunity? Because, yes, I was once the girl who was on American Idol and eliminated, and with really no experience to go into a film. That was my first opportunity. So someone gave me my first chance. I want to be that for someone else. And so we represent that on the Jennifer Hudson Show, yes, we have celebrities, but we have human interests and everyday heroes. And when I go out and about and meet different people and hear the visions, the perspective, the gifts, the talents, like, it's not just about being a celebrity that or someone who sing and dance. No, talent it goes, everybody has a superpower. And I love to be able to, one, be inspired by it, and even when some don't see it, be like, do you realize this superpower that you have, and that is a gift? You know what I mean? So that is what the Jennifer Hudson Show represents, and it's mixed up of all the things I love that I get to share with the world, and that is why I call it the happy place.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank
it's
you.
so good to create a space with so much love and so much joy. So this year's theme of CultureCon is Take Space, the New Frontier. What does taking space mean to you personally, and how have you embodied that in your career?
Taking space. Ooh, you know, take exactly what it says, taking space, and knowing that no matter what room you walk into, you deserve to be there. And if they don't know who you are when you get there, by the time you leave, oh, they gonna know who you are. And knowing that if you are, what I tell myself, no matter what room I walk in, no matter what obstacle it is, and baby, when I get out the bed, I'll be like, okay, God, where I'm finna be today? What am I gonna walk into? But the one thing I keep with me, if God placed me here, then I have no choice but to be prepared.
Yeah.
And I trust that and own the space and know it's okay to take the space and be who you are within that space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. And you are so comfortable. Again, I love
Thank
how
you.
it's so clear that you stayed authentic to who you are. You are still that girl from Chicago in so many ways, but your star has risen so far.
Wow.
And so it's just really powerful to me. It's this great reminder to all of us that you won't get where you are in spite of who you are, but you'll get to where you're going because of who you are.
You better speak. Yes.
But
Your sister says you better
you
speak.
know, every once in a while.
Okay. Yes.
I've been known to drop a bomb or two.
Yes.
You know. So CultureCon is about empowering creatives to build on their own terms, and we've been talking about that a lot. What advice would you give to the emerging artists in this very room who are trying to stay authentic while in the industry?
It's only one you. And your vision is your vision. And that's what you want to see come into fruition. And when you go into whatever field you go into, it is always going to be people to say, you should, you could, why don't you? And it's okay to listen. And I say, put it in your toolbox, right? But remember, you have that vision. So it is extremely important for you to stay in line with whatever that is. Within your creativity, whatever that dream you have, that you want to see happen, you want to make sure you stay in tune with it, so that it becomes a reality, you know. And you steer the ship. You get to sculpture it and make it what you want it to be. And know if you are not being true to who you are, then you're cutting yourself short. You know what I mean? So it is important to hold on, know who you are, know what your goal is and your visions are, and stand on it. Stand on who you are and know that you deserve to be there if you got there. Even in this space where we are right now, don't doubt it, because something you did got you right here in this place, in this space. So don't fix something that's not broke, and don't question it, but be like, wow, look at where the victory I have right now, that I've made it to this place, which means I have everything it takes to get me that much further.
Yes.
And be willing to try and be open in any place you walk into, and be able to decipher, like, can I take something from this? Will this help benefit me? What will or what won't? You can listen and be open to things, but you take from it what you want.
Yeah.
For what your purpose is.
And on the note of, I love that you're saying, listen, be open. We know that yes is such a powerful word in the industry. But I'm really interested in, how do you decide what you say no to? What projects do you say no to?
Well, everything I do is, again, it goes off of a feeling, my instinct or passion. You know, that's why if you find it, you'll see me say, it's from the heart, it's from the heart, it's from the heart. That's why it's so important to stay in tune with who you are. with the foundation of yourself. So if you're in tune with you, then you'll be able to know, wait, is this in line with me? Is this in line of what my mission is, what my passion is? And so it's a connection with self that helps you know.
And I love that you're saying that, I guess, and this might be too big of a question to ask with finite amount of time to talk, but let me ask, I'm going to ask, and I feel like I've thought this so many times. How do you tell the difference between what is discernment and then what is just fear? Like when you want to say no to something, I can't tell you how many times, at least in my life, I've been like, I want to say no to this, but is it because I'm scared I'm going to fail? Or is it because I'm practicing discernment?
That's a conversation to have with self. And again, only fear can keep you grounded. And I don't look at anything as a negative. Because in everything, whether it's negative, positive, it's an experience. And it's teaching you something. And when you learn something, it's going to make you better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, how can you turn that curse into your blessing? What did you learn from that experience? Like I always say, I have a lot of my lessons are expensive lessons, okay?
Not an expensive lesson.
Oh my God, it'd be expensive lessons. But the cost of it and the outcome from it help prepare me for the next. Because nothing is just. And I'll sit and be like, wow, so, for example, being on American Idol, when I first went, I was working on a Disney cruise ship. And when I first walked in, I said, I'm going to win the show. It was no doubt in my mind. Of course I'm going to win. But when I got on the ship, I let others interrupt my faith. If you don't, maybe you won't. That's another thing. Check your circle. Okay? What are they saying to me? Is that helping me or not? Because mindset is a powerful thing. And that one experience taught me a mighty lesson because I walked in like, oh, I'm winning. No question about it. Then I let other people say, oh, maybe you won't, maybe you won't. And I allowed that to interrupt my faith, and I didn't.
Right.
So when that second opportunity came around, as soon as somebody said, you ain't, you will not interrupt my faith. And I learned from that last experience, so I know the do's and the don'ts because of that previous experience I had to apply to the next experience I had. So it's like, okay, God, I got it this time because I learned from that last experience. And that's what I mean by nothing is just. And no matter how negative it is, it's still it's shaping us and preparing us and making us better for what's to come later down the line.
I think what's so incredible about you is this common theme I'm hearing you say. Not only are you so in touch with who you are, but also, I think you seem to have moved past being ever ruled by fear. You're not afraid of it not going the way you want it to go.
And that's okay, like trying.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with trying. You're going to laugh at me because I'm trying? I believe in myself. That's why I'm trying. So you will always see me try, and I've been blessed to achieve so many things. Dream Girls, all I wanted to do was get my lines right because somebody gave me an amazing opportunity, and I wanted to make them proud. And I won an Oscar on the first try. You know what I mean? So it's like, thank you. I mean it. So don't let people discourage you because you're trying. That means you believe in yourself. You should try. What's so funny about that? And you can achieve things from it.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid.
There's a quote that I love. Your fear of looking stupid is holding you back. See? I saw that on TikTok. I don't know who said it. But it's so real.
Yeah.
It's so real. I'm going to switch gears a little bit. And this is especially for the ladies in the room. And ladies that want to be in the industry. Hey, girls. Because I know I have this question. Now, you have balanced being a mother and having a career so beautifully.
Thank you.
And we love hearing about your son. I've seen so many just wonderful clips of you really giving out so much love and guidance to other parents. But I'm curious, one thing I'm going to say is this. Men rarely have to stop their career, put their career on hold to achieve the dream of being a parent. But women so often do. And I have a lot of feelings about that. But anyway, my question to you is, what would you say to a young person who wants a career in the industry, has these big dreams, wants a big career, but also feels like they have to pick and choose? They're like, I want to be a mother, but I also want to get to where I'm going. What advice would you have? Because you've done it so well.
Wow, that is a tough question, and it's something that we do face. I feel like it's individualized situation, but thankfully God blessed me with a child that does support what I do. You know, man, that's a tough one. But you have to be fulfilled too within yourself. And us as women have a right to dream and achieve those dreams.
Yes.
And know that it is okay too. You know what I mean? And if you're blessed to have a beautiful child like mine that understands, and you know, sometimes it don't always go that way, but it also, think about the example that you're instilling in your children. Because when I look at my son, like, he's grown up in the industry. I didn't grow up like him, you know what I mean? But he sees that you got to work hard for what you want. Or when he was a baby, I would face his high chair towards the sky because there are no limits. And I wanted him to see, you know, whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve. So you got to also keep in mind the example that you're setting for the children. When you rather your kids look at you and say, my mother realized her dreams, my mother achieved her dreams and her goals, because you are their biggest example to them. And I am now, with my son, he's 16 years old, y'all, I can't even get over it. And watching him come into his own, and it's a phase in his life and my life as his parent, to trust my teachings and to see what I've instilled in him up until this point. And now to see what he's becoming and what he's going to into society. And now he understands, because of the example that his working mother has put before him, I have to work for what I want. Yeah. Because my mother did not sell herself short and give up on her dreams. Yeah. And so now that is instilled in him just the same. So know the example that you're setting for your children too. That's important.
Thank you. Yeah. That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So speaking of all that you've accomplished, is there creative pressure that comes with being Jennifer Hudson?
It can be. When you win an Oscar in your first film, or a Grammy on the first album, or any award, people are like, they expect you to be perfect in everything you do.
Right.
And that's not the truth. Okay? I love to walk in any place. The first thing I want you to see, I always say my awards mount on my wall. They don't amount to who I am at all, and I mean person. And I walk into everything as a student. The first thing I say, I do not know everything. I am here to learn, and I like to grow in every situation. And give that disclaimer, and you will always see me try, which opens up the space to just be and not have to live to this expectation or allow yourself to be put under those pressures. And knowing what your perception of whatever it is I'm trying to achieve. So if I'm walking in this room, what is my goal? What do I want to achieve? I have my own personal reason of being here. I'm not here based off of someone else's standards and what they think I should or should not do. So I'm here to achieve my goal. That's how I look at things. What do I want to take away from the experience, which for me eliminates the expectations of others, you know?
Yeah. Thank you so much. And then just looking back, what project challenged you the most creatively, and why?
Every single one.
Everyone. They were all challenging.
Because I love a challenge. That's how we grow. You know, I'm not afraid of that. And yeah, so I think they all can be fearful. The talk show space, that's a whole new territory. Singing, I grew up singing. You know what I mean? I was born in a church with that. Acting, I had never did that either, but like, you learn as you go, you have coaches and all that, but in this, I'm like, okay, this is new ground, but it's from the heart. This is something I'm passionate about. This is something I love. Okay, how do I approach this? What is it for me and to me? And I remember thinking, I'm not a host, I'm a human.
Right.
And that is the way I want to approach this. You know, again, carving it out for yourself, for your vision, for your goal. And they'll understand it better by and by. So again, all of it is challenging. All of it is scary, but it's not going to stop me from doing it or trying it, because you don't want to look back and say, man, I wish I would have.
Right.
I wish I could have. I should have tried this. Throw it all out there. So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you were true to who you are.
Really being committed to living a regret-free life.
Yeah.
Yeah, for yourself. Yeah, I love that. That's wonderful. So if you weren't a performer and you weren't doing what you're doing, let's say, what do you think you'd be doing?
I know exactly what I would be
go
doing.
ahead. I wasn't sure if you'd know. Go ahead.
Well, when I was, I've always been doing a lot of things. So, like, singing was always my goal and my dream. I always wanted to be a singer, okay? And I was like, if I don't make it in singing, then I want to use my definition of a career is your passion, doing what you love, right? And my passion is my talents or my gifts. And I also draw as well as sing. And so I was like, if I don't become a famous singer, I'm going to be a tattoo artist.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Y'all ain't know that, did you? So
I didn't know that.
It would still be my passion. It would still be something from me, my gift. So that's what I would be if I wasn't whatever I am today.
Have you
which
ever
sometimes I don't
sketched a
know.
tattoo for a friend or a family member?
You know what? I actually did a signature for one of the first tattoos because I was in a studio recording and the engineer loved. Somehow she got inspired by me saying, "You better sing. You better do this." And somehow she wanted a tattoo of it on her, so she asked me to write it out. And now she has the tattoo of me saying, "You better." I don't know what I told her she better do, but whatever it is, she better be doing it.
She better do it. Every time
you
she
better
something.
too, okay? Whatever that is. So that's really the first one. But I got to achieve everything I want to do. So now my art is for me because something should be for you, So that is my biggest inner peace finder, using, drawing.
Drawing. I love that. I didn't know that. Okay, now before we run out of time, Jennifer doesn't know about this next part. This is a surprise for you, okay? I'm so excited to get to do this. You have truly set the bar, been an example and taken space in all the things that you do. Your community wants to celebrate you and give you your flowers. On behalf of CultureCon, we want to honor you with the Creative Icon Award. I get an award? Oh yeah,
really?
You're gonna be an EGOT with the C at the end. Thank you for inspiring us to dream and lead with creativity, excellence, and authenticity. And here they come.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, I'm gonna put this right next to, the EGOT.
Next to the EGOT?
Yes, I appreciate everything that I have because you work for it, okay? So if you work hard, you should play hard, and I love my...
Oh, we love you, Jennifer. Thank you so much for
award.
imparting so
Thank
much
y'all
love
so
onto
much.
this audience. You are so
Congratulations.
loved.
Keep up the great work. Do what y'all do, okay?